Yeah, I'm not gonna finish it either.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kevin and Makael. We are back with a new video. I know you guys was looking for us last week, but we had a conflict in our schedule, and I was like, "No, bitch, we gotta do something. We gotta come on here because I know everybody on Patreon, y'all just signed up, and we just could not meet last week." But we are back with a new video.
I mean, not much happened anyway.
Yeah, and I'm still sitting here like, well, what the hell happened?
I mean, and I would rather really us link up when there's something to talk about rather than us wasting each other's time and wasting their time.
Right. So, if you did not know, we are now on Patreon. So, full Scorpion Show videos will be on Patreon. If you have not signed up, you can sign up today for $5 to watch Makael and I on Patreon. The full videos with no editing as far as bleeping out words that they say we should not say.
Because YouTube has been giving us...
Yes, a lot.
A hard way to go. So we had to go find another avenue.
Yeah, so full videos will not be posted here on YouTube. So if you want to watch, you have to go straight to Patreon where you'll get the full video. Curse words and all. So yeah, so we're back. So I've been, and also y'all, let me tell y'all, this past 2 weeks have been a mess. Because, you know, I like to do what I do.
Yeah.
I can't invite nobody over here.
Yeah, no.
If it's freaking...
Oh, I just looked. Oh my God. I didn't even notice the hole.
Yes.
When I walked in.
So...
I don't like that. So
me neither.
They left that exposed like that.
They gotta, because it has to air out, and then they gotta... He's gonna come in and take that down, and...
Oh, I don't like that
they
at all.
gotta patch that up and paint and everything. But even before that, Makael, it was just cold in here. It felt like I was outside.
I'm not gonna ask you any more questions on camera. But that should be some type of rent reduction.
I hope so.
Because that not only would happen, because that was major, but then now you're in here with a major hole in your ceiling. Mm-hmm. And a hole that I didn't even notice because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah. And that ain't no little hole.
No, because they had to get the water out.
Right.
Well, first let me just...
Go ahead, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So, first of all, it was cold in here. It felt like I was outside. Friday, first of all, I don't like being cold. I don't like being too hot, and I don't like being too cold. So I text my landlord like, hey, you know, it's freaking cold in here. And they're like, okay, we're, you know, they fixing the problem or whatever. Saturday, I woke up, it was freezing. Like, everything in here was cold to the touch. When you touch it, it's freezing cold. And I go to work, and I come home. And I'm like, it's still cold. But my landlord is keeping in contact with him saying, okay, we're trying to see what's going on. He had to probably get a new heater or something. I don't know that plumber talk. I don't know that stuff. But there's like, well, we got y'all heaters. You see that heater right there? Mm-hmm. So they got us some heaters. And I was just over it because it was Saturday night and I was cold. So I just sat at the desk and just simply fell asleep. Mm-hmm. Sunday, still cold. Cold. Felt the heat come on a little bit. Mm-hmm. Then it just went out. And then I fell asleep at the desk again. Mm-hmm. And this time I kept feeling like drips of water hit my feet. Now before that, I kept hearing something at the window. And I'm like, damn, it's raining kind of hard out there. But when I looked, there was no rain. So then I sat here and I fell asleep. So like around 1:20, I kept feeling the water. And I'm like, I must have a window open because I feel water hitting my feet. Then I'll look up and drip. The ceiling is just dripping. You see that? That's exactly how it goes across the line and then coming this way. And I had a flashback. Remember when we had that fire and all the water came down from the ceiling?
But you know what's so crazy? Because how it has that line and going, that water has been sitting in there for a while for it to
do that.
To do that. Like it didn't just... When it started dripping, was it raining that particular day?
No, it didn't rain at all that day.
So that's not even from rain.
No, that's not from rain.
Yeah,
it's from a radiator leak, and it had nothing but water in it. But that's not even the kicker. So it's water. First of all, it's water coming down the window. All you see is brown ugliness, and it's coming down so bad. If outside looked like an ice, like an ice thing that packed up outside, nothing but water and ice. So I said, well, the way things look, it looked like it's happened above my ceiling,
right?
And or a pipe something, and it went outside, and it's just everywhere because they went through. It came down my window, down over top of the roof, and onto the porch. So they came in here on Monday morning, I guess, because I told them, listen, you can come in my apartment, do what y'all got to do.
Right.
I should have been home.
Because
stuff is exposed, and I wasn't thinking about that.
Of course you weren't. How could you? How could we expect Kevin to think about anything?
I'm just like, they done went through. They moved all of this. All of that was all over here.
So that means your toys and all.
Condoms.
Then they probably trying to figure out: does a man live here or a woman live here?
Don't do it.
Because I see the toys, but I don't see any women's clothes.
Then one of my DVDs, I was like, "Oh my god!" And the DVD was all broken up.
They broke it.
No, it was already broken up.
But it was exposed.
Right. And I'm just like, look, well, I mean, I'm sure they already know, but I'm just like, well, damn.
So they know now.
Damn, it was just like a mess. So I'm like, well, I can't even see if Makael is here because again, there was still no heat. But they fixed it. What's today? Thursday. The heat was on Tuesday night. Like it was Tuesday night.
So you went all weekend without heat?
All weekend in a couple of days, and that ceiling, and it's open, and I'm supposed to have guests here next week.
So did they tell you when they're gonna have that fixed? Because this is
they said in a couple of days. So that was when
next week when you guys are gonna have guests?
On next Saturday.
Oh, you should have that. Yeah, that should not be like that all week.
No.
It'll take that long to air out.
No, but yeah, it was. But you could see where the water was coming. If you go back, you could see where the pipe was. But yeah, but one thing I will say that my landlord they was on top of it, and I know a lot of people was leaving comments like, "Oh my God," and they were saying stuff, but most landlords wouldn't do it, and my landlord would have made me wait. Like he really was on top of everything.
I don't see how any landlord can make somebody wait after
like a leak like that.
Yeah, a leak like that, like no.
Yeah, but I am happy. Like I stay on top. I don't like being cold. In my apartment, it's nice. Remember, the first thing you said when you came here 2 weeks ago is, "Ooh, it's cold in here." Like, bitch, it was cold. So that thing was giving out. It was giving out. But so yeah, that was my week. And I don't want to be a nasty person, and all of that stuff. But I still don't want to be taken advantage of. Either.
That's right. Don't take advantage.
I don't want to be taken advantage of.
That's right.
So this is all new for me too. Like. All of this. I've had an apartment before, but I never had issues where I ever had to get a landlord involved in a situation. But this is just, this is my first time. And so far, I've just been impressed with how they've been taking care of things. But yeah.
That's good.
That's really good. So how you been, Makael?
I've been blessed.
That's good. So let's get into it. Stephen A. Smith was on Sherry Shepherd's show. And I mean...
That clown.
Which clown? Sherry or him?
Steven, not Sherry.
So no. But I you know what? I DVR her show, but I don't watch it no more. It's not live. I can't say nothing bad about it. It just looked like an upgraded Wendy show a little bit. But Stephen A. Smith was on her show, and I guess they had to be talking about the Super Bowl and Rihanna performing. And Stephen A. Smith just went on to say that, Rihanna's fantastic and all this, and she was like, but I'm feeling her butt. And he's like, but she's not Beyonce. And then, the crowd went kind of crazy. Sherry was like, looking at him kind of crazy. And he's like, well, the only reason why I said it is because Beyonce recently performed at the Super Bowl. So what? Nobody is Beyonce in this industry. Right. And we all know that. But there's no need to down someone to lift somebody else up. And I'm getting too old, And Steven, you're much older than me. Right. So I know you know better.
He's someone's grandfather.
Is he?
Well, he's grandfather age. I would
Yeah.
say that. Everybody be quiet.
Make sure you can hear it.
No?
Mom,
Yeah.
did you text me? You have Zelle?
Yeah.
Why do you
I'm
have?
not working out.
I know you don't. You don't know how to work Cash App. So why do you have that?